So we're now going to learn the C major scale in the left hand. And when we do this, I want you to remember your posture. Keep your back straight, keep your wrists relaxed and straight, and keep your fingers curved and play with the tips of your fingers, because this is going to really help you in your scales work, especially when you're trying to play that crossover really smoothly. But let's take a look at the left hand C major scale. So with our left hand, as with the mini scale, we start with our little finger on the C and we move all the way up to the G. And we're going to still do this with the left hand. When we get to the G, all we do is pass our middle finger over the top. And then on the way down, we stop on our middle finger again and we pass our thumb underneath. So it's slightly different to the right hand. On the right hand, we're going up to the middle finger and we're doing all the action here. On the left hand, we're going to go all the way up to our thumb and do all the action here. Pass the middle finger over to land on the A. Come back down to the A and stop and pass your thumb underneath. And again, this is just going to take some time and practice to get it nice and smooth. Most important, remember to keep those fingers curved and play with the tips of your fingers. And this will really help with the crossover as well. So many people play with straight fingers and that's not going to work for you in the long run. So keep them curved. And the reason it's important to get these scales right now is when you start playing more complicated music, you're going to use these crossovers naturally when you're reaching for different notes, because not all songs are played with just a few notes near middle C. A lot of the time you're going to have to be reaching and moving your fingers, and you're going to be using these crossovers in the same way when you're reaching these notes. So it is important to get it right at the beginning. So what I want you to do is practice both of these hands, and eventually when you're really confident, you can try doing it both together. It is a bit tricky when you try it with both hands together because the crossovers are different in each hand. If you are going to try with both hands together, and it is a cool little exercise to do, just take it super slow. And remember, right hand, the actions when you get to the E on the middle finger, and left hand, the action is when you get to the G. So now we're going to do the full C major scale with chords in the left hand. So you've done this with the right hand all the way up and back. It's exactly the same with the left, except of course your little finger will be on the root note. So we start off on C, which is the root note. We create our chord, miss one, play one, miss one, play one. And you've done this for the mini scale. We just need to add in the A and the B. So we're just moving all of our fingers up. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then back down. So I'll add this to your practice plan, and you can alternate between practicing your C major scale in the left hand and your C major scale with chords in your left hand. So you may find that your left hand is a lot weaker than your right when it comes to your scales work. And this is really typical because most people have a stronger hand, and you'll just have to practice to rectify this. Your fingers are muscles, so it will just take time to get them working. You'll really struggle probably with your little finger and your ring finger because they're just so weak because they're underused. And again, the more you do your scales, the stronger those fingers will become and the smoother the scale will sound. But we don't want any bad habits seeping in at the start. So remember your posture, remember to keep your fingers curved, play with your tips, keep your wrists relaxed, and work on that crossover and cross under with your right and your left hand. And I will of course add a scales practice to this lesson for you to follow along to as well.